The bioprocessing skills are critical to a lot of what we do in the biotech industry. Whether somebody uses them in a lab setting or not, there's a lot of other places where being able to digest, to talk, to connect with the science is really important. And KGI students in particular have a lot of that cross-functional context and the skills they need to engage in those multidisciplinary class and team settings.
So there's a lot of opportunities for bioprocessing students at KGI. I would say you have to have the technical skills to get your foot in the door to apply to the position, and what sets KGI students apart is the ability to understand the business and to be able to work on teams, and having that prior experience with industry stakeholders and presenting out on life science problems. So that's what makes the KGI bioprocessing students so unique.
I think it's a great time to enter the industry. The industry is growing really across the board. The more mature modality areas, such as the ones that I work in, monoclonal antibodies and recombinant proteins, are still growing, and the new modality areas like cell and gene therapy are experiencing tremendous growth. And those are areas really where we can cure disease potentially in a way that just hasn't been possible to date in the field of medicine in general. So the ability to work on projects like that and technologies like that, I think, is incredibly exciting, and I'm optimistic about the future of this industry and think it's a great time to get involved in the field.
With the background that you learn at KGI, these students can go anywhere from not only bioprocessing, but can go into equipment, sales, marketing, to be able to go into regulatory, quality aspects of the drug, designing facilities. So there are a lot of opportunities depending on what your interests are. You don't have to have just a chemical engineering degree to go in and scale up in bioreactors. You get to learn all of that over here and then apply the knowledge that you've learned and slowly grow into those roles.
I think that the real challenge is, or the real way to think about it, is the difference between being highly specialized and kind of dispersed with your knowledge and information. And one thing that is really valuable that KGI has is it allows you to be extremely specialized in certain realms. And what I think that does is it really does make you an attractive candidate right out of the gates, because you know that you're going to be hiring somebody who has great experience in cell culture, or somebody who has really done a lot of coursework deep into something. So you don't have to spend that time training people up, and you know that they're going to hit the ground running and be excited and passionate about what they're working on.
As I mentioned, it's a very diverse industry. Chemical engineers, processing individuals, biologists, data scientists, things like this, people who study metabolism all the way down to how valves and pumps and things like this work. So I think that as the next generation of medicines are developed, that's only going to get more and more diverse. And so the job opportunities are fantastic. They're broad, they're global. You can go anywhere in the world with this skill set because there's humans everywhere with disease who need access to the best medicines that we can develop.
So I think that it's, the news this week, you had Eli Lilly giving $45 million for scholarships to Purdue University in bioprocessing. It's an area that has continued to grow, and there's a need for knowledgeable people coming into the industry with the business background to help them expand and move their careers continually forward. The number of companies seems to be pretty steady around 1,800, but the types of companies change dramatically over the last 20 years, and I think that will continue. People need to be able to learn, adapt, and relearn.